NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Seahawks and the Lions, and it comes your way next.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Brandon Gordon alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis. And CD, in the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field a defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game. And if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And for the first time, we get a look at the veteran Russell Wilson as he gets set to lead yet again this Seattle Seahawks offense.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his first pass is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Rolling to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. And wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over.
And here comes the new-look Lion offense here in 2021, led by their quarterback in his first season in Detroit after 5 in L.A., Jared Goff.
There's a toughness about Jared Goff that maybe he doesn't get enough credit for. His freshman year at Cal, team went 1-11. His rookie year with the Rams, he was 0-7 as a starter. Undaunted in either case, and has come back each and every time to flash the ability that made him the #1 overall pick in the draft when he came out of Cal.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff.
Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Swift's got the first down and then some.
And he'll be taken down at the 26. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
On 1st down, it's Goff.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Lions took a flyer on Williams, who played 4 years with the Chargers and 2 more with the Raiders. Missed all of 2020 with a shoulder injury. Trying to get back in form. Grabs one there for a 1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now Goff. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That catch good for only a couple.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. But Charles, these Seattle Seahawks, as they get ready here for their next drive, they're a team that, I don't know, I really haven't heard a whole lot about in the offseason. Maybe that's a good thing. 12-4 last year. They won the NFC West for the first time since 2016, but then they lost to the Rams in the wild card round. But what are you hearing about Seattle and the prognostication for this upcoming campaign?
Well, Brandon, they've got a brand new offensive coordinator who came from division rival Rams, and they expect this offense to take another leap. DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett out wide. They get Chris Carson back full-time at running back. Russell Wilson, of course, is Russell Wilson. And they start playing a little bit better on defense, and they were starting to do that the second half of last season. This Seahawks team will once again be dangerous, but what a division. The Rams, the 49ers, the Cardinals. Wow, that's a tough division. But the Seahawks won it last year. They expect to be in that mix again this season.
And they'll open their season on the road in Indianapolis week 1. On 1st down, Wilson. Over the middle, he finds Eskridge. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards, and it's 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 9 yards that time.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a give right side. Carson, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give right side. Carson, they'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Throwing is Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Carson.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back now
comes the Detroit Lions offense. And, Charles, this is a team that a lot of people are curious to see because obviously they've had all their struggles, and now you got a new head coach in Dan Campbell. A little underwhelming in the preseason. Jared Goff at quarterback. What do you expect? Can this franchise improve at all in 2021?
Well, you know they're going to fight and scrap and claw based on their head coach Dan Campbell, what he'll ask out of his team and demand from them. But I think it's a tough uphill battle. I mean, the division is not bad at all. Minnesota is going to get better. Chicago, once they figure out quarterbacking, that defense is awfully tough. And Green Bay is Green Bay. So that's the difficult part of it. But I do like a couple of players. T.J. Hockenson at tight end. Obviously, you mentioned Goff as the quarterback. But they've got a lot of work to do if they want to catch the front runners in the NFC North.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Open man, the tight end falls. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 12. Goff now looks to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, Goff. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff right back to Williams, and this time he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, Goff. And that will be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
The NFC's Pro Bowl punter a year ago, Jack Fox, on to punt for the Lions. As he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, let's get back to taking a tour around our preseason predictions. Charles, I need your nod for most valuable player.
Well, how about Derrick Henry? Imagine if he gets back to 2,000 yards. It'd be the first time in NFL history that a runner goes back-to-back seasons with 2,000. And don't forget, he gets a 17th game this year. That could easily happen. How about Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, the leading quarterbacks? We always talk about quarterbacks. But Aaron Donald, he gets close, but never gets over the top. Defensive players don't get enough love. And here's my swing. Justin Herbert, gets the Los Angeles Chargers to the playoffs and has a monster year as a second-year quarterback. Herbert or Donald? I'll go with Aaron Donald. Go with the defense.
Oh, okay. Last non-quarterback to win it, by the way, Adrian Peterson, 2012. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run out of the gun with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here we go with Williams. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. This is DJ Reed returning. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's caught, block it.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
At the 35-yard line.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. There's Wilson to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. Third down here.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again here, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Nice throw. Big man catches the football for a first down, and that big man, that's DK Metcalf, the 9th receiver taken in the 2019 draft class. I think if we redid it, he might very well be the first one off the board. 83 catches for 1,300 yards last year.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a strong first half out of quarterback Russell Wilson. First up, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Seahawks in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. And meanwhile, for the Lions, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, CD, let's turn our attention to some of the quarterback battles going on in the NFL. Jameis Winston winning the job in New Orleans. Teddy Bridgewater's going to get another opportunity. But you look at 3 that a lot of fans are talking about: New England, Chicago, and San Francisco. A lot of intrigue in those 3 cities.
Yeah, there certainly is, Brandon. And when I think about New England and Mac Jones winning the job, the word that came to mind to me was inevitable. I knew this was going to happen at some point. I'm not sure any of us expected it to happen right out of the gate, but Mac Jones takes over that team, and I think it's a good choice for them. When you move on to Chicago, think about what's going on there. Andy Dalton holding the seat. Justin Fields had a very nice preseason, and Chicago fans starving for a QB1 that they can grasp onto for a decade or more. I think Justin Fields has that job before midseason. And last but not least, Jimmy Garoppolo will be the starter in San Francisco, but Trey Lance will play in some specialty situations to begin with, and we'll have a pitch battle by about week 5 or 6. So it'll be fun to watch that one. And I'll just cap it with New Orleans. Jameis won the job. Taysom Hill goes back to his, RoboCop, Inspector Gadget type of a role, and New Orleans prospers.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on third, Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That completes it again to Metcalf. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
And that guy just keeps getting better, and I'm talking about Tyler Lockett, who just made that nice catch there for a 1st down. Now in his 7th season with Seattle, last year may have been his finest yet, and even 100 catches, many of them of the spectacular variety. Paired with DK Metcalf, a heck of a dynamic duo for the Seahawks.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up the 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And Gerald Everett makes a good catch there for a 1st down, and he was signed away from the Seattle Seahawks division rivals, the Rams, after 4 years in L.A. backing up Tyler Higbee. He's excited about his opportunity in the Pacific Northwest. Last year, 41 catches, a career high.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. 7 yards the pickup there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. To throw again is Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To throw is Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Seahawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
He'll get this off to Swift.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That's what I do. Right there.
Now a give right side Swift.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Out of the gun, Goff. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Once again, it's Swift.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Here on a Sunday night, you are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Before making a move to Seattle, Carlos Dunlap was the Bengals' all-time sack leader. Ended up having 5 with the Seahawks in 8 games in 2020 as well.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Goff, he's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and forever. Goff. Shakes off the sack. And that is incomplete. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into Danger Russ.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Carson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Again, Wilson. Escaping and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point. but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over.
And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
I like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
To throw again on second down. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
That's how we do it.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
56, Mike, 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Going up top, and that is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawks touchdown. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett, and the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, and this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Now Myers for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Makes the score Seahawks.
Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
56, the mic, boys, 56.
Now a first down throw. Goff.
Quickly to Hawkinson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Goff now to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Goff on target to Hawkinson for a Lion first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Mike 56, Mike.
Goff throwing again. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Darrell Taylor able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike.
Now Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On 1st down, Carson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus. and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.